Have you heard that Cardano ADA is becoming unattractive? Its failing profitability has made it look like an investment asset that is not worth it. Cardano is indeed outstanding and competes with peers, but its unattractiveness propelled by slowing demand has declined since the beginning of the year. Perhaps the naysayers were right after all, but we have also heard that there is a superpower somewhere. When Cardano's slow but steady momentum sparked frustration in the minds of some users, they cried out on Reddit. This happened a year ago. Can someone explain to me super quick why Cardano is so slow in growing its chain? I don't get it. What makes it so hard to program and build on it? A user posted. Several replies rushed in. Of course, it was a wild mix of perceptions. Because it is the Apple of crypto. Not the first to do stuff, but they do it right, a user answered. But another person fired back, what have they done right? I'm genuinely asking because I've tried to make sense of some of the stuff on this sub, but I'm not sure exactly what have been accomplished with ADA. Another comment read, the thing is, aren't fees supposed to be the throttling? Or in other words, is this whole debacle of the market participants dosing themselves? Just a crazy thought. Then this comment seemed to make sense. Crypto was meant to be decentralized. Anything centralized can be controlled, and that is not what the blockchain is about. Decentralization is very hard to execute, but Cardano has a chance to do something on a scale no one else has done before. That's why this community is so damn resilient. We recognize what the Cardano team is about to deliver. Time to dump those worthless centralized fraud coins and be the pioneer trailblazer you were meant to be. Go Cardano, decentralized and loving it. There was a similar response to this bullish comment. Everything needs to be approved through peer-reviewed research. They take longer because they want everything to be right the first time. For so many times, we have tried to understand the Cardano founder, Charles Hoskinson. The slow but steady approach to the Cardano ecosystem and rolling out updates seems cool with him, regardless of the choking complaints about it. Has this approach ever been considered by the developer team of Cardano as the obstacle behind their growth? Well, Charles Hoskinson had made it clear from the beginning. 3 years ago in an interview with Kai Block Show, the Cardano founder laid out some of the reasons behind a lack of concrete dates or schedules for Cardano's future launches. Discussing the progress made with Gowin, Hoskinson explained that every update and launch is challenging as a result of the amount of work that is being done in parallel. The October 29, 2020 product update from IOG was a long-expected one, where the company laid out the massive work it underwent on Cardano. Speaking at the interview, Hoskinson commented on the progress made and shared some thoughts. He was satisfied with the progress made, regardless of the long wait. He said, Gowin is especially tricky for the company as it needs to be delivered not just with technical perfection, but with adoption and commercial strategies as well. The point of IOHK's monthly product updates is to present all these dimensions to each product that is being worked on and demonstrate the progress made. However, it was noted that the public did not buy the idea of a slow and steady development pace. In response, Hoskinson said he was a bit dismayed with the expectations from the Cardano community. He said this because the community always seems to expect bombastic announcements, and even the company's 3-hour-long detailed product updates didn't sit well with the crypto media. You can't evolve the system too much, he said, adding that every large platform from Microsoft to Ethereum suffered serious consequences from making fast updates. He also mentioned how the minuscule vulnerability in the system that led to the 2016 DAO hack left a deep scar on Ethereum, which took years to heal. For Cardano, this kind of narrative is scarce. It has never been faced with any big issues in history. According to Hoskinson, this result was a direct consequence of a careful approach to development, thus balancing the needs of everyone using the system. Cardano ADA has come a long way on the price charts, with a steady stream of development helping it along, but just as you know, it has not been immune to criticism. For example, while its executives maintained a transparent and optimistic view of where they see the project heading in the future, it has also been targeted by many of its misleading accounts of adoption. Hoskinson once said, being the CEO of a technology company in the cryptocurrency space is a brutal affair. There is nothing like the 24/7 blast of information, scandals, new protocols, concepts ranging from NFTs and the metaverse to a constantly changing landscape. He added, projects like Cardano were and still are the antithesis of this mentality. We have always chosen a systematic, patient, and refined process that moves publication by publication, release by release, instead of chasing hype in the latest cycle. Charles Hoskinson's view is that the protocols on Cardano would be as ubiquitous as the internet and will be used by billions. He further added that the scale of adoption will take years to decades, not weeks to months, and won't be a meme. Also, in an interview with Messari founder Ryan Selkis, Hoskinson reiterated the importance of taking an academic and scientific approach to the development of the Cardano blockchain. According to him, the slow but steady strategy is something that the community beckons on, especially during crypto winters. He said every step of the way with Cardano, we just basically said we are going to start from something that makes sense. We are going to write papers. We are going to validate those papers in the academic community. There are now over 150 of them, but we have been described as an ecosystem by top professors. Hoskinson envisioned that the Cardano community carries an invisible placard that reads, "Look, these guys will eventually get there. They're eventually going to figure it out. And when they get to, it's probably going to be something that works and it's at a global scale." With this, Hoskinson added, "There is a humongous appetite in our industry for that, especially during bear markets. You don't capture anything during bull markets, but during the bear market, everyone is collapsing. All the bridges are getting hacked, all these DeFi Ponzi schemes fall apart that we've been saying are problems, so that's the community we built. Now we're enjoying the dividends of that approach." Perhaps this is why Charles Hoskinson is always so defensive whenever Cardano attracts criticism and trolls. He also does this whenever he perceives that certain posts could put a dent on Cardano's image. A long time ago, Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz said that he was shocked about Cardano's valuation, calling the community a weird cult. And so things like Cardano, it shocks me, the valuation. And it shocks every smart developer I know. They have done something to create this weird cult, Mike said. While there was some sincerity in his post, it attracted a barrage of disapproval from Cardano supporters. This was when Charles Hoskinson waded in, posting a response. Let me translate the billionaire speak for you guys. He is saying that he doesn't see a backdoor to get in at a favorable price to manipulate the market like the rest of the VC coins. Somehow fair, transparent, community-led cryptocurrencies are cults. I'll remember that, Mike. Plus, on the days when the differences between Cardano and Ethereum are addressed, Hoskinson highlights a critical point, stating that Cardano's slow and steady scientific method is the best way to counter system failure. In a video, he reiterated this statement. The way we do things is a bit more mature and responsible because the way that we do things results in a better assurance that the systems we build won't fail. Regardless of how potent Charles Hoskinson's words are, Cardano's performance has refused to be a reflection. The ADA coin price keeps plunging, and the ecosystem's acclaimed superpower of rolling out updates carefully now seems insignificant. Cardano has been left in the dust with the latest update in the crypto market. Solana recently witnessed a double-digit price increase, outpacing Cardano ADA and establishing itself as a strong contender. It experienced a 29.4% rise in a week, while Cardano's price edged up by just 4.1% to 25 cents. Solana's market cap now stands at nearly $11.9 billion, which places it in the 8th position by market cap. Now Cardano has been demoted to the 9th position. This rally was not just limited to overshadowing Cardano. Solana has also surpassed every other cryptocurrency in top 10, including XRP, even though it was riding high in Ripple's legal victories. So, has Cardano ADA become helpless? Only time can tell. But that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you click on the subscribe notification buttons, and we'll see you in the next video.